Xin chào. For those who weren't here yesterday, I'm Denesh. I'm here on behalf of Keith Mitchell, who's our outgoing president. But I'll say a final few words. I have here with me a DNS-OARC board member and also Steve Conte from ICANN. Just wanted to say what a wonderful week it's been, hasn't it? It's been absolutely brilliant. A number of teams have come together. We've all come together to meet friends new and old from all over the globe. And it's just been a fantastic week. So I'd just like to say thank you to V and Nick for basically hosting us and doing a whole load of things which enabled us to be here this week. The thing is that V and Nick first contacted me. It was Huque first contacted me in 2019. And it's taken this long to get to this stage. Not because we were trying to avoid it, but COVID happened. The whole world had stopped. But I'm glad that we continued discussing things. I'm glad that we're finally here. So thank you to V and Nick for hosting us and making this happen. Shumon, our board member, would like to say a few words. Shumon.
So I'll be really quick. On behalf of the DNS-OARC Board of Directors, I wanted to thank everyone, both in person and remote, for your participation and engagement in this workshop. And a very special thank you again to our wonderful hosts and partners, V and Nick. They were amazing. I hope you'll agree. Thank you.
Thanks, Denesh. I want to start by thanking DNS-OARC. They approached ICANN about 6 months ago to talk about this, and it takes a team. And I know that if you ask any individual, they'll say it takes a team, but there are some that really stand out. Denesh, Rebecca, notably, and then your team. Thank you very much. I want to say that. We look forward to opportunities to partner in the future, and I'm glad to see so many people here. What a beautiful country it is in Vietnam. Director General for V and Nick, thank you. I don't know what camera I should be looking at. Thank you very much, Director General. It's been a pleasure to be here, and it's been an honor. Huque, thank you. Come on. And my team, Maya, Steve, Kim. Huque used to join us at late night calls multiple times to plan this out, and we took her evenings, and I appreciate the time that you gave us. And I look forward to seeing you all again in another place and another time, and hopefully not like a 5 or 6 year span of dark periods. So thank you, Denesh.
So I believe we have Director General, V and Nick Director General Nguyen Hong Thang online, who would like to say a few words. So Director General, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Xin chào. I'm very sorry for not being in person with you on this last day due to the urgent meeting in Hanoi. But I'm still working online and feel so inspired by the presentation, by the fruitful discussion of my own participants all together towards the secure and resilience of Internet, the core infrastructure of Internet. On behalf of VNIC, once again, I would like to say thank to all participants, speakers, especially ICANN, DNS-OARC, for coming to Vietnam and giving VNIC opportunity to host the events. I hope you enjoy the time in Da Nang, and hopefully VNIC can host the future event of ICANN and DNS-OARC in Vietnam in the very near future. I wish you all health and all the success. Thank you. Cảm ơn.
Thank you, Director General. We would also like to show our appreciation to V and Nick and your team. So if seeing as Huque is in the room, Huque, if you could please come up on stage.
Quite surprised because I didn't expect to come to a stage like this. So I say, my DG just say that we'll be honored to host the ideas and the DNS-OARC workshop. That's really the first DNS week in Vietnam. And this is like, I'm so happy that I can see that my college and even Vietnamese for to have trained to engage with the DNS experts from all around the world. We share and inspired by their researches and works. So yeah, hopefully we'll have chance to host the ideas and maybe the workshop, DNS-OARC workshop again in Vietnam, maybe in other city. And I hope that you had a great time in Da Nang. This is the most livable city in Vietnam, and also this amazing event. Otherwise, I hope that you have some time for sightseeing around the city. And thank you again. And hopefully we will see you again. We need stop. We can see you again in the next org workshop and the IDS next year. Thank you.
So the other organization that really made this a reality was ICANN. And the ICANN team have been absolutely wonderful. I mean, Steve mentioned earlier all the planning that went into it. We were having meetings every 2 weeks planning this in various different time zones. One time I was on holiday, one time I was actually in the car, in a car park. And I'm sure, and Maya was in Tokyo at one time, also on vacation. So the thing is that it's really is a team effort. When we think about how many teams were involved, there were actually 4 teams involved. So thank you, ICANN. I would really like to thank everyone in the ICANN team. The AV team have been wonderful. Patrick, for example, has been great. I forgot to mention Tree, who also helped and got the program together. But there is one person who actually does all the running around, and she makes it seem so stress-free. And I'm in awe of how she does this. I've got so much to learn from Maya. Maya, please come on stage. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
So next, I'm going to talk a little bit about OARC. The COVID years, not only were they a challenge, but they were actually an opportunity for us to evolve our workshops. So I'm happy to say that we learned through that time, and we now do hybrid workshops. Before, in the past, we were just doing web streams, but the hybrid workshops have actually allowed participation to increase and get wider. It means that people don't actually have to be in the room. Of course, being in the room is much better, of course, because we can all chat and talk and build our relationships, maintain them. But those who are unable to travel can still contribute. And so doing the hybrid workshops was a great thing, a very good thing that came out of the COVID years. We have noticed that the number of attendees has reduced, but then people are still getting used to going out again, traveling long distances. And I'd like to say to those who have traveled here from Europe and North America, well done. But numbers are increasing a little bit. And the current plan for the future years is to have 2 hybrid meetings a year, starting next year. The next one is OARC 42 in Charlotte, North Carolina, and that's in February. The call for presentations is now open. So if you have anything to contribute, please start submitting now, actually, before my talk is over. The other thing I'd like to say is those of you who are not going to travel there, please also submit. You've seen how wonderful the program is, and we have a wonderful program committee. And so if you are from this region and you are unable to travel, we would still like to hear from you, because we'll get you on screen. We don't know where we're going this year, next time this year, but we already are contracted to go back to Atlanta in February 2025 beside Nanog. A quick reminder that the AGM is coming up in October, and there are board elections taking place. The deadline for nominations is actually this coming Monday, next Monday. So if you're interested and you wish to speak to a board member, grab them while they're still here. But if you already know that you wish to go for it, then please put in your nomination soon. Elections will take place around the AGM on the 12th of October. Just a few more thank yous. So thank you again to VNIC and also to ICANN. But there are another few organizations that support us. financially as well, actually, on top of the memberships they have. So I'd like to thank VeriSign, who are our workshops patron for this year. I'd also like to thank AUDA and ISC, the Internet Systems Consortium, for being the OARC 41 workshop patron. So thank you very much. So the thing is that what I'd like to touch on, I touched on this earlier, which was that it's not only one person who does this. There's a team of people that make this all a success. As I mentioned earlier, this time round it was via Nick. Actually, there was Hobin as well, the agency that were contracted by via Nick to do various things, such as some of the AV. There's also ICANN and us. That's 4 of us in 3 different time zones, or actually many different time zones, because in the US, they're across 2 or 3 different ones themselves. And then there was Maya, who was in Tokyo as well, another time zone. It can be mind-boggling at times, but the thing is, it's a team effort. There's a lot of frustrations along the way, but we'll work through it because we'll have a common goal. And the common goal is to bring some decent content to the community and build a community. And so that we can all learn from each other, and then we can make the internet a whole lot better than it currently is. I'd also like to thank all our speakers. And all the various operations teams. Actually, yes, the AV team. Oh, fantastic guys here. So thank you very much, ICANN meetings, AV team. The other thing is that there's someone who's not actually on any of our program committees. So the program committee get the program together, the fantastic content. But then there is one person who's not on our program committee, and that is Kathy Almond. And I don't know if you've noticed, if you've been on our social media has been absolutely fantastic this time. Wouldn't you agree? Anyone who's been following us on social media? As soon as a talk was happening, a post went out. As soon as there was something interesting to say, a post went out. So thank you, Kathy. But of course, all the OARC members as well, and all the supporters and the whole DNS community. Thank you very much. It makes it all so much worthwhile. Thank you. So a quick reminder, because we would actually like you to give us feedback. And there is a little bit of enticement this time. We're giving away a 3D printer to a lucky person whose name will be pulled out of a virtual hat sometime on the 28th of September. So please go to that link that's on the screen, take a snapshot, do a QR code or whatever you'd like to, and try your luck at getting a 3D printer. It will be shipped out and directly to your address. So please do that. And just wanted to say, thank you very much for making this a fantastic week again. Thank you to everyone for being here, and we see you next time. Thank you.